Hi everyone, welcome back. So today I'll be doing the Power's Deepest Chasm Pitch Chaos stage here. This is the Awakening Batch Chaos stage. Couple things changed from the Cosmos and lower up to this one. First off, a lot of the weaknesses are gone for different elements on these guys. You notice they're not weak to fire, to water, to wind. The other thing is now they are also all immune to sap. Since they all have a lot of buffs, I think the intent, of course, is that you're going to bring Balthier with you to steal their buffs, but any Dispellers should be fine. Ferris, of course, is still a great choice, as is Vanille. Team I'm going to be bringing for this is going to be Squall, Serah, and Vanille. That means I don't have a healer for the final wave, so I'm going to be bringing along a friend Agrius. If I have to use a Knight's Pride to heal, I can, but her regen will probably be fine if I take any chip damage. Also, her silence can help shut down the final wave. So let's get right into this. Alright, so Squall's going first, so I'm going to open with a solid barrel. It's good if he goes first because everyone else in this party can generate a lot of Brave for him, and I don't want him to have Brave before he gets his Solitary Lion buff up. Alright, so first I'm going to get all my debuffs in place here. Serah can open with Moonlight with her realized weapon, so that's what I'm going to do to get my buffs up. Now, I don't want to start wasting her Dispels. They're actually really valuable for this. Because these guys are a lot more aggressive with their buffing. You can see anytime they hit one of their HP thresholds in Chaos, they're also going to pop all their buffs. Which means they have a lot of buffs. They also get a lot more aggressive with Crushing Fangs. To the point where when they're low health, they basically will do it every single turn that they can do it. So just be prepared for a lot of necessary Brave shaving. So you can see he just dropped under half health and immediately reapplied all of his buffs that I just dispelled. So oh, okay, so something else. They buff themselves with Elude, as you can see, which means, of course, Serah's debuffs did not land. This means that for this particular wave, you're unable to push those debuffs off with your own, or to push those buffs off with your own debuffs. It means you're forced to do it with a Dispeller. And of course, in the second wave, you're going to have a similar problem where the enemy's annoying buffs are all framed. The difference here is I can't use Death to get rid of these because, well, it won't get rid of them because the trap won't land, which is what's going to strip buffs. So, if I would like to use Death, I need to do it on a turn like this, where they don't have Elude in there. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take out A's Brave here because he's going to go next. And then Vanille will cast Death. Nice thing about this is if I manage to knock B down below his next threshold, that trap can steal 2 of the buffs off. You can see that it did work for A as well. Still has that Elude though, it's one of the later buffs, so it's sort of annoying. Okay. I am being very aggressive with abilities here. I think I have enough to get away with that, so that'll definitely get me a better score. This team is a very high damage team, so I don't really need to run this fight slowly. So I could Dispel here, but Vanille's also really full on Brave. I'm going to take this a little slow. And we'll drop the Dispel now. Alright, so now I'm going to be looking at just trying to kill the thing. Okay. So on to the next wave. These guys, I think, are going to behave pretty similarly to how they do in Cosmos and lower. My guess is they get a little more aggressive with their HP attack, that Matra magic. Let's go ahead and target B first. Alright, so there's the HP damage resist. These guys do not have elude though, so rather than dispel them, I can actually just cast death, and when the trap triggers, it'll strip the buff off for me. In the meantime though, I'm going to focus my damage on the left one since he does not have any HP damage protection. So an ultimate arrow here, if I fire it off, is not going to do much damage to the right one, but I'm going to do it anyway just to get the debuff in place. And it seems like death is actually a really useful tool for this particular wave. It keeps them under a lot of control. Alright, so I can see that the right one is about to perform his HP attack. He's also not going yet, so let's go ahead and just do a brave attack. I think it's okay if I take a little damage on this wave because I'll have Agrius in the next wave, and that'll let me regenerate on at least 2 of the characters. So I think I'd rather take the damage now and save my summon for later. Okay, so what do I do with this? He's going to score a Brave Break, actually, when he does this. Because Serah dumped her Brave. Well, you know what then? Let's just go ahead and keep attacking. Does have attack down, so that did a lot of HP damage, but I think I can recover from that. You can see I'm actually still barely under the mission here. So as long as I don't take another hit like that, I'll be fine. So I do need a Brave Shave here, so I'm going to go ahead and do a Renzo. And this will finish that one off while still dealing damage to the right one. Now you may notice all these waves are 2 enemy waves, so bringing some area damage is definitely preferable. Also, these guys don't seem to empower too much out of hand by killing their partner either, so it's okay to focus one down than the other. So any incidental area damage is definitely going to be nice. Okay, I was sort of hoping his EX would be ready, and it's not. So I'm just going to do a Brave Attack. I'm not going to be able to kill it this action anyway. it's gonna buff itself. And Assassination stripped those buffs, so I'm in good shape now. Let's just try to finish him off here. Just slightly more HP than I think he does. Okay. So I probably should use an ability there. It would have saved like 2 actions, but I think I'm fine. Alright, so these guys actually have a nasty repertoire whether they're in chaos or not. They've got some full group attacks, and the risk, of course, is if they break your whole team with one of them, they could instantly take another turn and kill somebody. So I do need to be cautious about that and not take any sort of triple party breaks. I'm going to go ahead and pop this just so I remember to do it. And then we'll go ahead and use a Solid Barrel Plus because that fell off. Okay, so I think the most valuable debuffs are going to be the poisons and things here. The attack down from Vanille is going to be nice. This is going to control their Brave. Now, Squall is the last one acting in the next round here. If he breaks, he's going to go behind them, and I'll have to deal with any Brave with these two. If either of them breaks and Squall doesn't, he'll save their turn. So, I'm going to go ahead and just use a Brave Plus here, just in case this all attack is worse than I expect it to be. And actually, it's hitting pretty hard. And, of course, has a whole slew of debuffs attached to it. So Vanille just got murdered with debuffs here. You can see she's got max Brave down, attack down, speed down, poison, and basically a slow here, action delay increase. So that's pretty nasty. I know Serah's EX is ready. I would love to just do a Moonlight here to get just a couple of buffs back on people and help start getting rid of those. So that's what I'll do here. And of course, Moonlight's high turn rate, so she gets to use her EX anyway. So that should help control their Brave, as long as they don't start getting those triple breaks. And this will give Serah a little Brave, which may save her from a break here. Don't know yet, so it's going to strip her non-frame buffs anyhow, which is frustrating in and of itself. Since I just reapplied them. But that's how it goes, I guess. Okay, so they're both targeting her, so I'm just going to have her Brave attack. Okay, let's go ahead and start using a couple of these. I need to make sure I save a couple of Renzokukins for Ren Summon. But other than that, I can pretty much attack with whatever I want. As long as I make sure I keep the enemies broken. Alright, I think I need to start making sure I use my additional abilities here. I have not been using them at all, and it's definitely wasteful, especially this late in the fight to realize that. I easily could have used one on the second wave and still had them for this. Sort of an easy trap to fall into. Alright, so they do have an all-attack queuing from A. Squall will not break though, so I should be safe. So I'll go ahead and drop this. Okay, and this actually is looking like a pretty good time to start summoning. I'm actually going to go ahead and use an assault trigger on the first one. Trying to decide if I want to swap out Serah or Vanille. Both of them provide auras, and both of them are pretty decent. Serah provides slightly more, but Squall's going to give himself some of his own offensive buffs. I'm actually going to swap out Serah. We'll immediately drop a Hallowed Bolt for some burst damage here. You can see they're starting to regenerate health, which is really important. I'm going to drop the spell because it has a stronger battery attached. I did get a lucky paralyze on one of them, so that'll be nice. Although that's the one that died, so less relevant. Alright, so he's going to buff himself with a lot of buffs now. But it's Vanille's turn, so that's perfect. We'll just get rid of those. Alright, so that's not too bad. So you can see, as long as you have enough damage here, and this is a very high damage team, 100% defense down in debuffs, very huge attack boosts, you don't need a healer. It is possible to hit all these conditionals without a healer. That said, if you're using a lower damage team, absolutely bring some heals. You can see there's a big AoE on Wave 2, and Wave 3 also can deal some nasty Brave plus HP attacks if you let them. So, anyway, this is sort of how to brute force your way through it. Like I said, there's 3 realized dispellers. Bring one of them to this, and you'll have a much, much easier time. Alright guys, well thanks for watching, and good luck on this one yourselves.